we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Mami, a mí me gusta tu descendencia entera.
¿Por qué?
Porque ella me da
La mamá de 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 la mamá.
Hey, you already know what it is, what to do, what's good.
Ay, mi madre.
This is Peas in the Pod. To the P.
To the E.
To the A. How was your day? And welcome back to Peas in the Pod.
Welcome, everyone.
How have you guys been? If you can clearly see, we have some guests with us. Yay! This is our Mother's Day special. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone that is a mom, stepmom, surrogate, the dads that are stepping in, right? To mom, dog moms, you guys count, dog moms, cat moms, stepmoms, bonus moms. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms,
All of you.
So today we have special guests. We have Karina. Karina, say hi. We have Shayla.
In the house.
And we have Lynette today.
Yes. 3 amazing moms.
Yes.
And we brought them all together to share their experience, answer some questions, and just hang
With all
out and
different
chill.
stories.
Yes, all different stages in motherhood. So yeah,
And don't mind the noise in the back. Those are the children.
that's motherhood. That's motherhood. If you don't like it, let's go.
It's
go
what
after
comes
it.
with being a mom, you know?
Exactly.
So, I mean, for those of you that know me, Ashley, and Estelle, we are not moms.
At all.
Not
We're
yet.
basically moms. We're tias, but like, we're
Not
not.
yet.
Right.
I'm team FTK out here. I love him to death, but ain't FTK.
Yeah.
But that's why we brought these very lovely moms who are near and dear to our hearts to be here today to share your guys' experiences, your guys' advice.
And we just want to let you know we are taking a little break from the cheating series, but
Yes.
we'll get back to that. You know, it's Mother's Day, so we wanted to get this in there. So we'll be back.
We'll be back with that.
Watching.
Yes. So I
Don't
think.
worry, the kids are good. We got amazing dads there taking
Yes, so that's here.
Shout out to the dads here.
So I think we should start out with you guys. Obviously, Estelle said your name, but if you want to say your name, introduce yourself, and let's start with one. If your kid could describe you in one word, what would it be?
I'm Shayla. They would describe me as a
How many kids? How many
I
kids?
got 4 kids.
Okay.
Pain in the. And they would describe me as a hard working mom. Independent. Awesome mother.
Okay.
Well, my name is Karina. I have one beautiful boy. And I would say, I mean, he doesn't really talk yet, so I would describe myself as a very excellent, loving, and caring mother.
Okay.
My name's Lynette. I got 4 kids actually. Not me, but I have 2 girls, I have a stepson, and I have a dog.
Yeah.
So that's my son.
Spoiled.
I would say they was describe me as independent, fun, cute. Yeah.
All right. So we have some questions for you guys. You want to take it away with the questions, Estelle?
Okay, just a little bit more of an icebreaker. Next question. What's the most unexpected thing about becoming a mom? So you got the little shocker that you're a mom. You know?
You took your pregnancy. Wait, you took your pregnancy test. Was that nervous? Like, were you nervous? Or how did you find out that you were pregnant?
So I figured I was pregnant. Well, first of all, in part of my story, I did have a miscarriage the first time around. But something I noticed during my pregnancy was that lactose didn't bother me. So the second time around, I noticed that I was eating dairy and it wasn't bothering me. And I was like, maybe I should take another pregnancy test.
So, eres una cagona. That's pretty good.
I mean,
So okay, so you found out you had a a hunch that you were pregnant, and then so now you're pregnant and you have your child. So what is one thing that, what was it again?
What's the most unexpected thing
Unexpected.
about becoming a mom?
I would say the most unexpected thing for me would be like being away from him. This past month was my first weekend away.
Okay.
And so far this whole time I was fine. Like I would go out with you guys or whatever and I'm okay being away from him. But this was the first time that it actually hit me. Like I literally was in the church van crying. And everyone's like, "Are you okay?" And they're like, "Wait, is this your first time away from Sammy?" And I was like, "Yes." So that would be my unexpected.
My unexpected.
Wait, first, before the unexpected, how did you find out that you were pregnant? Was it because you took a pregnancy test you thought you were, or?
Because I already had my period.
Okay, so a missed period,
So
okay.
it was my first time, and I was like, holy camoli, I think I'm pregnant.
Okay.
So I did a pregnancy test, urine, and it's positive. So I was like, didn't trust it, so I went to the lab and did the lab.
And did the blood work? Okay.
And when I told the father, he was not too happy about it.
How old were you?
Because it was somebody else pregnant at the same time.
Oh, she got a story. She got a story, maybe that could be a different
How old
segment.
were you when you took your?
I was 18.
18? Okay.
Finished high school.
You finished high school before?
I finished my high school pregnant.
Oh, you're okay. I mean, at least you finished, ain't you?
I did finish.
Okay, so then what was something unexpected of motherhood?
Become a mom of 4 kids at once.
Okay.
She went from 0 kids.
She went from 0 to 4.
To 4. Then multiply. And I was like, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
At 18.
At 18.
And she didn't have quadruplets, just to get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the father already had 2. 3. No, the father already had 2.
Okay.
The father was
On the way.
and it had her 3 and another one 4. So
Yes.
that's how it became 4. Long story short.
That was unexpected.
Okay, leave that.
Okay, so how I found out.
So how did you find out? Yeah.
Okay, so with Lonnie, I found out I was pregnant because I used to work overnights at RGH. And the nurses, I was like, yo, I haven't got my period. And then they was like, girl, you PMSing. Don't worry about that. So then I'm like, you know what? I didn't know PMSing was that.
Yeah.
That right. So I was like, I believed it. And then I'm like, this is weird. I haven't got my period. So I took the pregnancy test. And then I sent a picture to Nate. And then he was like, you for real?
Is that like to joke around sometimes?
No, he was like, oh, for real? He was like, you for real? I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then he was like, well, whatever you want to do, that's,
Yeah.
I'm here for it, you know? But that was with Lonnie.
How old were you?
I was 18, 19. I don't even know my age now.
Same girl.
I always had to ask me how old is he? Oh, my age. Gigi. I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember at all. But other than that, then yeah, that's how I found out.
So then what's something unexpected that you experienced with motherhood?
Unexpected?
Yeah, like what's something that was unexpected about
Being a mom?
being a mom, yeah.
I guess I didn't know how to become a mother, and I became a mother in a way, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, because I took in Renzo as a
Okay,
stepmom,
yeah.
if that makes sense. Like, I didn't know what
Right.
the title of a mother is, especially at a young age, so.
Okay. Alright.
And there was me. I'm just playing.
So
I became a fur mom in 2017.
How did you know you were a fur mom?
And one of the cousins was like, yo, we got some babies. You want $100? I'm like, yeah, I'll take one.
All right, so I have another question for you guys. Discuss one thing that your mom did or said that made no sense when you were younger, but now it totally makes sense as a mom.
So like, you know when they're like, oh, you're gonna learn, you'll learn, you know
Vas a ver, tú vas a ver.
vas a ver.
Un día de esto vas a ver.
So what's that vas a ver moment that you had as a mom?
Let me go first.
Cada vez que yo le faltaba el respeto a mi mamá, me decía, hija fuiste y madre serás. Y me voy a sentar en un rocking chair a mirarte una por una y me voy a reír de cada una de esas cosas que te van a hacer. Y así mismo ha sido.
There you go.
Translate that for
Oh, I'm so
In
sorry.
translation, just basically,
It's okay.
there's a saying, a phrase in Spanish that says, you were once a child, and basically how you were as a child is how your child will become or will be when you're a parent. So you're basically gonna go through the same thing your parents did. And for her was that her mom would tell her, oh, that you're disrespectful, and that she's gonna sit in a rocking chair, and for every single thing that she's ever done, she's gonna kind of like, I told you so, because it's gonna come back to like bite her in the ass, kind of.
So now does that make sense to you?
It is.
And now, okay,
Lesson learned.
Yeah, because you guys are older now.
right.
I mean, I haven't really
They're
gotten there
older,
yet.
not me.
Huh?
They're older, not me.
Okay, vampire.
My kids are not that old yet, so I don't really. Well, one thing is, well, when you become a mother, you're gonna see what I be talking about. So, well, I'll be like, clean your room, clean your room.
Yeah.
Be clean. Put your stuff away. Don't be putting their stuff away.
Right.
But I'm not ready to when they get older. That's a little crazy.
Come back.
It's gonna get worse.
Right.
It's gonna come back around.
Anything, Karina?
I haven't experienced anything yet, no.
Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. Like I said in the beginning, they're all at different stages of motherhood. So, you know, some might not experience something, some might.
I have another question though.
Alright.
Explain how your perception of motherhood has changed as an adult. So like growing up, you know, like you look at your mom and you're like, oh, that's what being a mom is, right? But now actually being a mom, how has like your perception of that changed?
You had to bring the tearjerker.
It's okay if we cry.
It's okay if we cry.
Yes,
I know
okay.
Karina's gonna be
We
crying.
laugh and cry.
I was not ready. This is what we're here
Real
for.
talk.
You're crying too, though. You're gonna make me cry. No,
Gilbert Letitia's, please.
no, it's okay. I mean, where are the dads at?
On a PS5.
Save the world.
Okay. First. No, you go first, cause before you forget.
No, I already know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Go
ahead.
for it. Go. I don't know. So I guess. Wait. What was the question again?
So,
growing up, right? Growing up, looking at your mom, watching your mom be a mom to you, and now you being a mom, how has your perception of being a mom changed?
So I think that like growing up, and I think it's more not just because of like my own perception, but like how society shows us and how like TV shows us. Being a mom, you know, back if I was a lot younger, you know, looking back in my teenage days, you would have thought that like being a mom is just like, oh, I'm just gonna have a kid and I'm gonna take care of it and do the same thing that I do for myself, but for the kid.
Right.
But in reality, it's so much more. You know, it's giving a part of you that sometimes you don't have.
That's tough. I mean, yeah.
It's tiring.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
You would have never thought that it would be that tiring. But it's rewarding at the same time, you know, like to be able to say, wow, that's something I created with my spouse or, you know, my partner, and, you know, watching them grow up. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, like I said, you know, being younger, you think it's something easy, you know, it's something so simple. But then you get these moves like this where you're like, dude, give me a second.
Yeah.
You know, I understand, for those of you who love Bluey, I understand the episode where mom says, I need 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's hard. I think it's like not being a mom, right? I don't really think about that. I'm a Thea, and I'd be like, oh my God, come.
Yeah.
I'll spoil you. But I get to send you back home.
Yeah, exactly.
Being a mom, you don't get that opportunity.
You don't get to
You're
just
there
drop
with
everything
them
to do what you want.
24/7, you know. And then for those single moms who don't have nobody else,
Right,
it's hard. I mean,
Right. And then I'll add on too, like, especially depending on your role in your home. Like, for example, I'm a stay-at-home mom. You know, so for me, it's like, it's sometimes a bit like, not lonely, but it's like, oh, I'm stuck in this house all day. You know, I just want to go somewhere.
Exactly.
Even if it's the grocery store.
Right.
Like, I don't
like
care where it is.
when you're working, you're like, oh, I want to go home. But when you're home, you're like, oh, I want to go out. Like, I want to get out of here. Yeah, Mom? That's my mommy, by the way.
It didn't air as
Your perception.
My perception didn't change. I think I made it, and I did it at my young age with 4 kids at the same time. Because God was in there. Because God was the middle in my house, and we give God the primordialidad. Because I told you it was so hard. It was so hard when Ashley will cry at 7 o'clock in the morning because I had to do her hair, her curls.
Yeah, tender-headed.
That was more easy than Priscilla's hair, than Karina's hair. It was hard. It was hard. So I say I did it. I made it because God's help.
Yep. Okay. And I appreciate you.
Yes,
me too.
I would say for me, a lot of things that I have been through these past 7 years, I don't know how I've been through it, but like what Shayna said, if it was for the grace of God, you know, I wouldn't be who I am today or where I am today.
Right.
I didn't get really much guidance of how to become a mom. Obviously, I became a mom at a young age.
You learned.
And yeah, as the time goes, I learned. When I became a mom the second time around, I feel like I was 10 times ahead of what I was at with the first time around. But I don't know, like I just feel like I learned also, you know, becoming a stepmother at a young age, you know, marrying my husband. It was a journey that I accepted for myself. You know, it wasn't easy to deal with, you know, his past or his, you know, past relations and all that, but I learned to be a mother to him. That helped me to become a mother that I am to Lonnie, my oldest, and then to be able to be a mother to my youngest. I feel like...
And future ones coming, right?
I mean,
we're trying to make a basketball team.
I have more kids, but you have me a bigger house.
Ooh, you know.
You're gonna have to upgrade me into a van.
You're gonna have to buy land and just build the house.
Because I said if I have a bigger house,
add some levels to it.
But you know, I would say it's been a learning experience. It's not easy with girls. I bet you know that too. I feel like boys, it's different for each child, but it's still a learning experience. Even when they're 18, 21, I'm probably gonna still be learning.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I feel like it's gonna always be learning. Like, as a mom, you're not born with a handbook.
Yeah.
Right? Or like how
as
to
a
be
parent
a mom.
in general.
You're not taught how to do it. I mean, what mommy might do versus what Gotti might do is completely different. But not to say one is wrong and one is right. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of how you prefer to raise your child. Right. In a way, I mean, you're not born with a handbook, so it's hard.
Yeah.
I when I tell you I appreciate moms so much because I just can't. I don't know.
No nacimos con un manual.
Right.
We learn.
Yeah, no one's given a manual.
Sometimes we cannot, I say, beat ourselves because we do things a different way or whatever, or didn't work. Just keep it moving.
Yep.
No matter what.
So the question is, if you had the chance to start over, or the choice to start over, would you have done it sooner or later in life? Or would you just keep it the same?
Yeah.
How it happened.
So I think I would keep it the same. Like I think back, like if I wanted it to be, I always used to say that I wanted to have a kid by 20. I wanted to be married before 25 to have a kid by 25 because I didn't want to be old when they were a teenager. But it ended up being that I got married at 25 and then 33 was when, or 32 turning 33 was when we had Sammy. So I would say I would keep it the same. I think like looking back at life and how it happened, I don't think that having a child during that time frame, especially in the beginning of a marriage, would have been a good idea, just because of the simple fact that, you know, I was getting to know Gilbert as my boyfriend. Now I'm getting to know him as a husband. So it was, you know, a different phase. And I think adding a child into that would have kind of made things a bit difficult. So I think I would have stayed where we were.
Okay.
And just to add in it, like we're the same age basically. So do you feel a little bit more stable than before? I know you said because it was a little too soon in the marriage kind of thing, but like, do you feel like you're at a good spot right now?
I would say yes, like stable as in relationship wise, but like financially, I think things would have been fine. I don't think I would have been a stay-at-home mom back then though, because, well, who knows, maybe it could have, just because back then we didn't have to pay $50 for bread and eggs.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Now it's a different story, but you know, back then I'm pretty sure we would have made it work, but I think financially it probably would have been a bit more difficult than now. Also because, like I said, that was the beginning of a marriage for me. That was the first time that I was actually out of the house. So I had more bills, more responsibilities, where I was learning to be responsible with my money. Back then I used to be like, yeah, I got my check, I can spend it on whatever.
Right.
Where now it's like, I got bills to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say, yeah, more financially responsible now than I was then.
I do not regret, but I think if I could go back, I should have way more. Yes. And think different. Get prepared. Get my own house, you know. Establish my, you know.
Yeah.
Your foundation.
Not foundation, I would say be prepared more. But I don't regret, I will not go back. God knows everything. And I'm blessed. God bless me with 4 kids and they're amazing.
Who's your favorite?
My favorite, I knew this question was coming. I knew this question was
She
coming.
knew, and we know.
Zoom in. I knew this question was coming.
Zoom in to her. And the reveal in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't have no.
Did it, boy.
Look, she didn't deny it.
The 4 of you are different. Different thought, different way, different attitudes, and different.
Who got the worst
I
attitude?
I think Ashley do.
Now, I would say now Ashley does.
Ashley, then
Before?
Danny Boy, then Karina, and then Priscilla. Yes.
Wow. Last.
Yeah.
She's still not her
sometimes I
favorite,
want to
so.
knock her out. So bad.
Who, me?
Priscilla.
Oh.
She said that quick.
Because ella me.
The best. We're not.
Me and Priscilla got the same
Attitude.
Personality.
She's going through what her mom told her.
Oh, yes, I do.
Priscilla is that hija fuiste madre será. She is the.
Yes. Y ella me cuca.
They say kids are a blessing, but Priscilla was a consequence.
Ella me cuca y también me responde para atrás. And she think that's not easy to swallow sometimes. You're not your homegirl. I'm your
Okay, yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Judy told me that. So yes, is it about the flower though? But no, I will not go back. I have learned a lot.
But you would want to start a little bit later.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how it came exactly. God knows everything. That's time.
I'm gonna agree with Shayla too. I would say if I can go back, if I could change, I don't regret nothing that I've been through in my life. Why? Because it's made me who I am.
Right.
It's made me become the mother, wife, person, friend. You know, you name it. That's what made me. If I can go back, yes, I would have waited. Unfortunately, you know, I got trapped.
Space car screaming, trap me with a baby.
do have a good man. He's right here, sitting in front of me. We've been married 7 years, so I'm grateful for you. But anyways, let me give myself my flowers. It's my day. But if I could go back and waited, I would have.
Yeah.
I would have finished college. I dropped out because I was pregnant. I would have finished college. I would have probably gotten my degree. I probably would have gotten to, get to know, my husband at a deeper level. I feel like having a child at an early age and quickly, it was a learning experience and a relationship with my spouse as a mother and as a step parent. And I think I would have tried to get in deeper of what I was getting myself into. Not that I don't regret being a stepmother, but becoming a stepmother comes with a lot of things that you do not expect to go through. I've been hurt many times by, little words or little things that could trigger me. There's only so much that I can do as a parent.
Right.
There's so much that I can get punched with. Like,
yeah,
I can't do nothing.
Yeah.
I always tell my husband, you want my advice, you want my opinion, I'm here to say it, but I'm not, if you're not going to listen to it, then that's on you, you figure it out. But, I'm grateful to be a stepmother because, again, I've gained a son in my eyes.
Right.
He's not my blood, but he's my blood.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's the son. Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's been a hard journey with that.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people realize, like, you got a little step parent, stepson or stepdaughter, that's nothing. It's just the consequences.
I think when it comes to us, like, looking for a future, I'm like, having someone with a kid. Not that it's like no, it's not. It's just like a lot to consider, a lot to think of.
It's like, am I willing to sacrifice myself to deal with the things that's gonna come with it? That baggage.
Yeah, I don't think you see it. I mean, you can relate. You got stuff to share on that.
I did. But Karina,
Grab the mic. Grab the mic.
I passed through it in the beginning of the whole journey as a mom because Karina was the one more. But she was on brainwashed too, so I understand that.
Brainwashed disclaimer. I wasn't brainwashed.
She was.
By people who we will not mention.
But God knows everything. So I will say to those that are single and mingle, just wait, have fun, travel, have fun, go places, enjoy your life. But don't go wild. Don't go wild. Because over there, God is looking at you.
Exactly.
But we outside.
That's my mom. Disfruta tu vida, sí, disfruta tu vida, pero cuando no salgo es, ay Dios mío, Señor te perdona.
But we thank you for your prayers. Shayna, she's my bonus aunt, and we appreciate her. But
for sure,
we outside.
We are studio.
But yeah, let me finish my if I could go back and change anything, no, because again, it made me who I am. But there's a pro to this. I had my kids early. I'm gonna be 40. Lonnie's about to be 20. I'm about to be.
I'm just glad that you got 2 under 2. 2 under 2. I love my nieces, but 2 under 2, that's
why when I had my second one, there was a gap of 4 years? 4. Yeah, Lonnie helped me a lot, but I'm about to be 40.
Smart.
Lonnie could take care of the kids.
When she's 40, she's not about to be 40.
Right.
When she's
if I'm
40.
30, she's gonna be what?
Come here. This is Lynette's oldest daughter. When it comes to your mommy, what's your favorite thing about your mommy?
Kind.
That's it?
Oh,
She's kind.
3 things. 3 things. She's
Three
kind.
things
What
about
else?
mommy.
Lemon.
She's, huh?
She loves her.
She loves you?
Yes.
I can't hear you. There's cookie in your mouth. One more thing. You love your mommy?
Oh, give her a hug.
Cute. I love my mommy too.
Thank you, Marcela. I love you too.
We're gonna do just a little game where we're gonna finish the phrase, and the phrase are some lines that we've heard our moms say to us, and maybe you have now said them yourself. Okay? So, let's see. This isn't a restaurant. What do you think there is?
This isn't a restaurant.
This isn't a restaurant.
Get out my kitchen.
You'll eat what I cook.
Ah.
If you keep making that face,
I'm gonna fix it for you.
no, that one will be fix your face, or I'm gonna fix it for you.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay.
It's gonna stay like that. Yup.
I never heard that one.
This one is not a finish a phrase, but we've heard these two before. Don't make me come in there. Do I look like a maid to you? Let me see. I'm not your little friend.
That be out in the streets.
I'm not your little friend. I'm your mother.
I'm a mother.
As long as you're under my roof,
You follow my rules.
I don't care if it's not cold outside.
Put a coat on.
Let me see.
Well, your
The
eyes
rest-
again. I'm gonna take those eyes out your eyeballs.
Yeah, okay. No te pongas. Let's see what else. Okay, this time I want your response, right? Whatever comes at the top of your head for this one line that I'm gonna say. So your mom calls you and tells you to take the chicken out the freezer. You forgot. And now she's pulling into the driveway. You forgot to take out the chicken out the freezer. What you doing?
Turning on the hot water and throwing it in there.
And then she says, it's still frozen. What happened?
I don't know. I put it in the hot water.
It happened. It happened before.
Let me see. You ask her where something is before even looking for it. What would your mom's response be?
If I have to get up and look for the remote, one more again.
If I get up and I find it, do I have it?
If Johnny had 5 apples. And Susan ate 2. How fast was the train going?
All right. I don't know, Mom. You talk back to your mom. What is her response to you? What is something she has said?
Mira ve cómo me hablas.
Yep.
Yo no soy tu amiga. Yo soy tu madre.
Now you're a honker from the street.
Mira, ve.
No te pongas.
Oh, you said you were bored. God forbid we said we were bored.
Pues ponte a limpiar.
Hay cosas que hacer.
Muchas cosas que hacer.
Go clean your room.
Can we go to McDonald's? I cook comida en casa.
You got McDonald's money?
Now they got money for their grandkids.
Exactly.
Yo,
Right.
A whole Happy Meal.
I just wanted a $5.20 McNugget.
Exactly.
And then these kids nowadays, they want seafood boils. Like, what the hell?
Yep. Yes.
You tell your mom, oh, but Fulano could do it.
You could do it.
If Fulano jumped off a bridge, are you gonna jump off too?
You start crying after you got punished.
Oh my god. I know this. Wait. I'm gonna give you a reason to cry. Stop crying before I give you a reason to cry.
What's the face you make when you like, that didn't even hurt?
Yo.
Don't even try it.
Let me tell you, that chancleta go like 100 miles per hour.
The
For
trick
real.
is, if you get whooped, go under the covers.
Sometimes you don't got time.
Nope.
That chancleta come flying.
PTSD.
Under the bed.
You have to play hide and seek.
That's what you do, Lele?
That's what you do?
I scared you.
This is one thing that parents have said to us before. It's in Spanish. Dime con quién andas.
Y te diré quién eres.
Al mal tiempo,
Buena cara.
no dejes para mañana.
Lo que puede hacerse hoy.
Dios es
Bueno. Y para siempre.
Tu misericordia. Yo, growing up in a Latin house is crazy.
For real.
Okay, like I'm trying.
phrase.
So do I.
So what?
Thank you for being a part of our episode.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on.
I mean, you
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you. Click the bell
It's
to get
a
notified
video,
of our
I
next
mean.
episode. Like we mentioned
We'll
at the
be back
beginning.
with our cheating series.
Yes.
Coming.
This is just a little mini interruption.
Subscribe.
But we will be back again soon with the cheating episode. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Go watch it.
Go watch the beginning. Yeah, this has been Peace in a Pod.
To the P.
To the E.
To the A. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
entera. Porque ella me da.
La mamá de 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 la